Today I'm giving my review of the GE Profile washer dryer combination. I've waited 10 months to make this video because I wanted to make sure this appliance was really working for me before giving a public opinion. So let me tell you what I like about the GE Profile washer dryer combination. First of all, it's space saving. You can see I have a very small laundry area. It's basically a closet. So one machine that does it all means I have space for folding tables. It's relatively quiet and does not heat up the laundry area. I tried a stackable washer and dryer, but when the washer needed repair, I had to get some big strong guys to unstack it before the repairman could complete his job, and that added 2 weeks or more to the repair time. Having one machine simplifies that. The Microban gasket prevents mold and mildew, so I don't have that weird smell that you can get with other front load washers. So let's start a cycle and see how it works. I've already put in a detergent sheet, and you can see that I have downloaded a wash cycle that includes pet hair removal. It has this little paw. The first 10 minutes or so of the cycle, the washer is actually sucking out the pet hair. This is an optional feature that you can download. For our house, it's a must-have. So to start a normal wash cycle, I like to wash in cold water, so I'm going to select my temperature here and go to cold. If I want it extra dry, I can just spin on high, or I can also push the more dry button over here. If I want this cycle to go a bit quicker, I simply push the quick cycle button. In my case, that normally works. Oops, door is open, slam it again. On a rare occasion, the clothes might not be completely dry. If that's the case, I push the wash button to get to a dry only cycle. Let me clear this out. I push the wash button to get to a dry only cycle and push start. It's usually just a few extra minutes. Or, let me cancel this out. Sometimes I have some wrinkly clothes that I don't want to iron. I mean, who likes ironing? So if that's the case, I push the wash button to get to a dry only cycle, and I come over here to de-wrinkle, and I toss in the garment with a damp washcloth. And I come back a few minutes later to fresh clothes with no wrinkles. For basic maintenance, actually preventative maintenance, you'll need these basic tools. The giant bottle brush, which is used to clean out the lint garage after every cycle. The miniature bottle brush, which I use about once a week. And a damp rag, which I use about once a week. about once a week, I wipe out the gasket with a damp rag like so. And I go all the way around, top to bottom, around the entire circle. And I will also get my little miniature bottle opener or bottle brush, which has disappeared. After wiping the gasket, I take my miniature bottle brush and I stick it into these little drain openings. To clear those of lint. And that's about a once a week thing. When I'm not on camera, I can actually get it back there pretty well and pull out the little lint guys. I don't have to do that too often because the dryer section works well enough that there's not too much lint left after that. Cleaning the lint filter. You pull the lint filter out of the lint filter garage and just use your hand to gather up the lint. And put it in the trash can. That's easy enough. Then I'm going to set the lint filter aside. And here we see what I call the lint filter garage, for lack of a better word. I take my giant bottle brush and I stick it in the lint filter garage as far back as it'll go and pull it forward. And then just brush it around a bit. I go down both sides, make certain I reach all the way to the back and pull forward. And that's, when you think about all the lint that your washer and dryer are producing, some people think it's like too much trouble to clean out the lint garage and clean the lint filter every time. If you don't do that, then every few months you have to actually move the whole dryer and go into the duct if you have a traditional type dryer setup and clean out that lint so that you won't create conditions for a dryer fire. So it's easier, just do it every time. And it's nice and easy just to use this tool to get back there and do it. I've seen some people use the skinny vacuum attachment to suck stuff out. I've never had to do that. Sometimes I stick a flashlight back there to make certain it's clean, and I'm able to get it clean enough just with this. Then we simply replace the filter and the filter cartridge into the garage, and I want to make certain it snaps all the way back. If it doesn't snap all the way back, there might be a poof ball, a ball of lint somewhere back there. So if, in that case, I just use this thing again and reach what I didn't reach previously. As a final note, if you use fabric softener about once every 2 months or so, you will need to take out this filter cartridge and wash it in your kitchen sink with standard dishwashing soap. And then also about maybe every 2 months or so, about as often, you'll need to take the black filter out of the back, wash it in warm water, just very gently, and let it air dry and replace it. And then about every 6 months or so, you may need a new filter. I bought some on Amazon. Overall, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. This is the right machine for people who have pets and are willing to clean out the lint filter and the lint filter garage after every wash.